What's up, collective? My name is Summer. Thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. We're about to get into today's energy, so if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, so I'm going to pull a Citadel card just to see what archetype you're in right now. The Acolyte. Sorry about that. New projects, learning. Okay, so I'm actually going to read this one real quick, so let's pull that up. It feels like you're not making progress lately. It may be time to think about learning something new and expanding your horizons. Take up a hobby, a new class, or fresh experience. You'll enjoy the rewards immediately. Learning is an infinite journey. Embracing the fun of new experiences will provide the fresh perspective you need. Okay, I like this energy. Man, I feel like it's been kind of heavy, a little up and down the past week or so, but I'm excited to dive into today's reading because I really don't know what to expect. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna learn today. I'm gonna use some traditional tarot for this part, but if you're not interested in seeing the cards come out, you're welcome to skip ahead. Some holding in. Both fours, by the way. Whoa. Was not expecting that. Dang, I don't know if y'all saw that, but it flipped up and I caught it. That was crazy. I would say the main thing that people love to see when I'm doing tarot is like the way the cards fly out. I thought that was pretty normal for tarot, but I don't think so. I guess other people kind of like pull the cards or like, you know, do the splitting of the decks. I guess my process is pretty chaotic, but kind of reminds me of my life, so not very surprising. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Wow. Like, where do I even put all this? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I think y'all can see that. I just lifted up the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool was there. And Justice. What the hell? This is like the gift that keeps on giving. I heard the reading that keeps on reading. Like, wow. Okay, yeah, let's get started. This is already going a different direction than I expected, and I said that in the beginning, I have no idea where this is going. So this just kind of starts off feeling like a surprise, and maybe you've been going through like a little bit of a tough period, and it's not horrible, but it's honestly feeling kind of weird and uncomfortable. I'm just getting this like stiff energy from them, like, you know, their body language is very stiff and closed off, and I'm getting like nerves and kind of fearful, but I don't know, just yeah, very interesting, low energy, but not like rock bottom type shit. So we then pivot to the 10 of Pentacles, which is crazy because I wouldn't expect that after this, you know, but this is material fulfillment, and maybe this is just figuring out what you want or maybe what you had in mind. But yeah, it's like suddenly things start to turn, and although there's conflict, there's something being born here. I don't know, I'm like a Star is Born type energy. Something about this is weird and chaotic, but full of abundance. There's something about the situation. It's like trying to get that oyster open so you can get to the pearl is the type of energy that I'm feeling here. So, you know, with the Ace of Swords and the Star, this is really healing your voice. So maybe your throat chakra has been doing some healing recently, but man, is this powerful, because then we get to the Ace of Wands. So there's a huge opportunity for you here for growth, creative exploration. You know, there's a lot going on. Maybe even in your career. I don't know what you you got going on. But yeah, with the King of Cups coming next, is saying that this is well deserved because of the emotional stability that you've cultivated over the years. Like and not stability, but the strength, like in your ability to become stable whenever you need to be. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of power emanating from this small part of the story, but I feel like mentally it's still a little cloudy maybe. But yeah, the way this is gonna unfold is really gonna surprise you, you know. And yeah, I feel like you're gonna be treading on some new territory. I mean, that's the main theme of this reading, right? With new project and learning, I'm just seeing like, yeah, a scroll that you're gonna be learning from. There's like some type of life lesson that you're learning right now that's really going to be key to how you live your life. And it's gonna like key to unlocking like a major timeline for you. So, you know, when I'm saying that, it makes sense that the World card comes next, because this is saying like you're leaving an old world behind and going to a new one. And although you have no idea what's on the other side, you are ready to take on that challenge. And I really feel like once you get to a place where, you know, you find some alone time and you can really feel this and reflect on what has actually happened here, there's going to be an illumination that really shows you how much you've grown and how well you can flow with the wind and roll with the tide. You know, I really feel like you're starting to see the true growth that you've gone through and what you've cultivated up until now and how much healing you've actually done. I don't know, this is like reclaiming your power type energy here. With the King of Swords, that's really what his job is. Not his job, but what his strength is, you know, being able to be precise with what you want and do what you got to do to get things done, but do it in your own unique way and without harming others unless they're harming you and you have to defend yourself, right? Man, sorry these have been out of frame this whole time. I thought I got all that. My bad. Anyways, let's go to the next one. So yeah, with the King of Swords is like really reclaiming your power and taking, you know, taking the seat on your version of the throne. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're starting to see yourself in a different light, and maybe you're seeing yourself a little bit better than you did in the past. You know, maybe something you used to beat yourself up about, you're now showing in the real time of how you've grown and how you can handle those situations as this healed new version of you. And it's something to be proud of. And although you might go through ebb and flows of like this uncomfortability, you are headed towards a brand new beginning. And when I say that, it doesn't come lightly when you get the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool at the same time. That is not a coincidence. You know, they're saying this is a major rebirth, and this is because you freaking deserve it, dude. Because of all that you've been through. Dang, you can't see that card, but that's justice right there. All that you've been through, all of this conflict that you've had to face in the past, you're going to see what you've been working so hard for. And it's going to come in very beautiful, in a very beautiful way. I don't know. And then the Four of Wands was under that. So there's a lot of harmony here. I don't know. I just felt like this wave of peace flow over me and like a sigh of relief. So that's what you're going to feel after you get through this, because although it might be weird and confusing right now and uncomfortable, you have a lot in store, and this is because you're building something on a solid foundation. You know, you've cleared out all of the debris and you took what you need and you're creating something really beautiful. So let's get some closing out messages. Nothing is yet set in stone. So there's still a lot of work to do. There's still, you know, things to think about. But I'm not saying rush through that. So be open to what life has to show you right now, because there might be things that you still need guidance on, or things that you still need to put into effect. But genuinely, I feel like there's nothing to worry about, especially when this card comes out. It's a win-win outcome is forecast. So what else can you say other than that? Be bold and make the first move. Wasn't expecting that one. All right, let's get some guidance messages to close us out. Shine brightly. Yeah, you're learning how to shine very brightly right now. And when I say that, it really all is just about being yourself and being your most authentic self at that, and not caring what anybody thinks. And yeah, it says stand out, be proud, individuality. Like, show everybody why you're different and how you get things done and how magical things can be when you do things in your own unique way. Because I think people think they need to blend in like everybody else. Earth magic. Go outside, take a walk, you know, tend to your garden, do what you got to do, buy a plant or something to take care of, you know, something that like really connects you with nature. It's very important to have that connection, even in the city, you know, you find your ways, you know, but definitely make sure that you're prioritizing that in your daily life. Because it can help you remember who you are. There's so many different flowers and species of plants, but none of them are judging each other. I don't know. This is starting to feel like maybe you've been working on your confidence and how to open up about how you feel and what you want and what you deserve and what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like all those things. It's like, this is really, like I said, reclaiming your power. So it's like, show them your power. Now that you've reclaimed it, show it. Back to basics and spirit guides. So, you know, don't be doing too much right now. This feels like you need to just do your daily thing, not think too much, don't do too much, just kind of recenter yourself and really look out for those signs, like I said earlier, because you want to pay attention, because it's not set in stone yet. So pay attention to your signs, and if you are struggling to see them and you're very confused right now, meditate on it. Man, sometimes I definitely underestimate the power of meditation. I meditated for just 5 minutes for earlier and released so much, you know? So if you're feeling called to, this is your sign. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. I got to record quite a few readings. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If this resonated for you, let me know how in the comments below. If you're interested in more content from me, you're welcome to check out my Patreon or send me a personal private reading inquiry. All of that is going to be in my description box below. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.